Virgo, how does your family see you? How does your family view you, Virgo? Ooh, okay, Virgo. Your family sees you as somebody who makes them feel like a failure, okay? Your family sees you as somebody who has like a way of making them or other people feel like a failure. Okay, so maybe you doing big things in life, or you established or created a good life for yourself, good lifestyle for yourself. You got it going on in some type of way, and your family just feels like them compared to you maybe makes them feel like a loser, failure in some type of way. Damn, that's deep. Okay. Yeah, a lot of you guys, your family members feel defeated by you even, okay? I don't know if you have family members who kind of like low-key be in competition with you, or it's like maybe you just have a way of making them feel defeated and like a failure as well too, okay? So maybe your family members could feel like you have a way of making them feel like a failure and defeated in some way as well too. So again, maybe you got it going on, and maybe you could be very, very thorough or sharp at the tongue, okay? Maybe you really know how to get people together, okay? Tell them about themselves, and maybe you even have a way of like telling people what they're not doing, or showing people where they are failing, and it's like they see you as someone who kind of makes them feel like a failure in some type of way, okay? So again, it could be like who you are, how you're established, or it could even be that you are established and everything, and you also have this way of like telling people about themselves, okay? Maybe telling people what they need to do where they're maybe not their best self. I'm just getting like you are set in some way, and it's like maybe you give them a reason to feel, defeated by you. Some of them could feel like you put them down in some type of way, okay? Some of your family members see somebody who has a way of like putting people down, okay? People in general, or them. I want to say it's with your words, it's the way you speak. Like them people who know how to get people together, but in a very classy way, okay? That it makes the other person like really rethink who they are, okay? I'm getting that energy, okay? I don't know if you be having to tell some of these family members off, or tell them about themselves, or again, your success, your lifestyle, what you created for yourself speaks for you, and it's kind of like people feel like a failure in your energy. They feel defeated, like like as if like they aren't doing anything in life, or that they didn't do enough. And that could be some of your family members' own securities, okay? So take it how it resonates, but that is how they see you. Some of your family members do see you as someone with a lot of maybe trauma or deep wounds that you haven't healed, okay? They could see you as somebody with some wounds that are still maybe open and you haven't healed from. Yeah, but your family definitely see you as somebody who has a way of making others feel like a failure, whether it's what you say, or again, how your lifestyle just shows for itself, your success shows for itself. And you got insecure people out here, and it could even be a family member, etc., but they just know that you have a way of doing that, and it makes them feel some type of way. It could even make them feel insecure, but I'm getting like a failure. They feel defeated, like they lost or they're losing in life. Something about your energy makes your family view you as that. Like maybe your family member feel like they never get on your level, okay? They're never amount to you, beat you even, okay? Because it's people out here, always trying to one up or be the best. It's people that just can't seem to see other people winning or other people doing better. So it's like there's some family members that could want to get on your level, or could want to beat you and surpass you in some way, and they just feel like it's impossible, okay? I'm not gonna lie, some of you guys have family members that see you as somebody who could be a backstabber, okay, in a way. Like you your family members can see you as somebody who is a backstabber, that you have backstabbed them in some type of way, or even maybe talked behind their back. They feel betrayed or backstabbed by you in some way. So I'm just getting like maybe you could say things about them when they're not around, talk about them to others, or they see how, you could backstab your friends, okay? The way you could maybe talk about your friends and people you love. Like, you don't keep the same energy like when you're in front of people that you do like when you're behind people. And that's how your family sees you. Your family could also see you as somebody who's going through a crisis, or you went through some type of crisis, okay? This could even be like a self-identity crisis, but your family sees you as somebody who has been through, some crisis, or, you're going through one, or you've been through one, okay? They see you as somebody who could even have crisis every now and then, okay? And they just see you as somebody who could kind of like not know who you are at times, or, not know where you're going at times, and you kind of just crash out, okay? So your family just sees you as, somebody who has times where they crash out, okay? I'm also getting your family sees you as somebody who's very adventurous, okay? You're always like embarking on some type of new adventure, a new journey, okay? Just seeing you as somebody who's always stepping into something new. You always could have something new going on is how your family sees you. Your family definitely sees you as somebody who's very confident, okay? Very confident in themselves, very confident in their abilities. I'm even getting like confidence in the way you speak, or maybe some of you guys are a public speaker, okay? You talk to a nation, or you talk to a lot of people. You talk to, that you're able to do that is what makes them see you as somebody who's confident as well too. It's your ability to like be able to speak properly, and then be able to speak to a bunch of people, a crowd, a nation, okay? They also feel like you're very confident in where you're going, okay? Like you know where you're going, you know where you're headed. First of all, you're confident enough to take the steps, okay? And then it's like you always just know where you're going, where you're headed. You never seem lost, okay? And I'm getting like, that's why sometimes, if your family is witness to your crisis that you could have, or a crisis that you did recently have or something, or, the many that you had, or if you just had one, whatever the case is, it's like, I'm getting like your family is actually surprised when you go through crisis, because you seem to know where you're going. You seem very confident in yourself, okay? Yeah, you have a way of making people feel like a fool, Virgo. So your family just feels like you have the ability to like make people feel like a fool. Again, I don't know if it's what you have. I really feel like it's your success, your lifestyle, like, just who you are as a person, your energy, okay? It screams rich, maybe, okay? Something is just rich about you, whether it's your literal physical lifestyle, like you have money, okay? Or it's your spirit, you're rich in spirit, okay? You have a very strong spirit, something like that. But I feel like you also have the intellect, okay, to make people feel like a fool, okay? It's like people could, it's like your family sees you somebody who, you could tell off somebody very well, okay? They feel like you could like put people in their place or tell people off, but in a very intellectual way is how your family sees you. Like maybe you had to put a family member in their place, but it was like almost in a graceful, intellectual, thorough type of way, and that's just how they see you. You know how they say kill people with kindness? I'm getting that energy as well too, but you kill people with like your intellect, okay? The way you speak, how you speak, the words you use, the demeanor, okay? Something in your communication is like your family sees you as somebody who's very thorough, and you could tell anybody off, especially if it's like a fool, or even if it's them acting like a fool. They know that you would tell them off, and it's not even in a way where it's like disrespect or anything. It's just, and I'm getting it's because you have the stats and the success to back it up, okay? It's like maybe even your family sees you somebody who, you don't just talk, you actually back it up, okay? You don't just talk about what you have and how much you have, and it's like you're not your family just sees somebody who is not gonna just talk about it. You're actually about it. You walk it like you talk it is what I'm getting, is how your family sees you. I'm also getting your family could see you as as foolish sometimes, okay? Maybe you can make rational decisions or foolish decisions. Your family does see somebody who could be very optimistic about life, or you have some type of enthusiasm about life, okay? I'm also getting like your family could see somebody who's just untrustworthy in general. Like we were mentioning, something about how you could act one way in front of others, and then your family just sees just somebody who could just be a little untrustworthy, okay? It's like your family feels like they can't trust you. I'm also getting like you could your family could see you somebody who likes novelty, okay? So you always likes, and that's what I was getting about like new beginnings. Your family sees you as somebody who's sees you as somebody who's into novelty. Like you like new things, you like to experience new people, even new places, new cultures. You're very much into wanting new, okay? And that's why you could always be starting a new beginning in some type of new endeavor, opportunity, okay, starting some new hobby. But it's like you are always into something new, which makes me think your family sees you as somebody who enjoys novelty, who likes novelty. They can even think that sometimes you get bored with them, or bored with the way they could do things, because you're so into novelty. You want new. Like maybe your family has like some same way of doing something, doing a tradition or doing a routine, the same way of it, and it's like you be wanting to switch it up. You be wanting to try to introduce them to a new way of something. I'm also getting like your family sees you as somebody who does open their horizons, okay? You're not just like stuck in one way of being or thinking, stuck in one mentality, okay? You're not you don't have like a crab in a barrel mentality. You're always willing to, like, again, about trying new things, okay? Something about your family sees you as somebody who does open their horizons. You're not, I'm getting they see somebody who's not even small-minded, okay? Maybe you have big dreams, big ideas, big conversation, even I'm getting, and this is how they see you. Someone who opens their horizons. You aren't stuck to any one way of doing or living or thinking. I'm also getting your family sees you as somebody who could say things, and this could be relating to, why some of your family members feel defeated by you. I'm getting that your family can see you as somebody who is a little sharp on the tongue. Like it's they feel like you could say hurtful things, things that put people down, whether you're aware or not. That's just how your family sees you. Like, you kind of cutthroat when you speak. You have a way of affecting people with your words and the way you talk. They feel like the things that you say could really tear someone down, could really put them in an insecure, low energy. You almost can make someone feel bad about themselves, and that's how your family sees you. It could also be that your family feels like it's not really what you say, it's how you say it. They could feel like it's not necessarily the things that you say, but they do feel like your delivery isn't well, okay? So the way you say what you say to them, I feel like your family members could feel, defeated or betrayed by you in that type of way, because it's the way you say things to them. Your words are very powerful. Even they feel like your words are powerful. The words you use are powerful, but more so in a way where it could be harsh and it affects people. Your family members definitely see you as someone who could be a little prideful, okay? You come off very prideful. egotistical, okay, even narcissistic, okay. Take them how you resonates, but it's more so given like you're just, you're a little prideful. It's how your family sees you. Again, you could have things to back up why you're prideful, okay, and maybe that's just why they know that you're prideful, is because you actually have created a lifestyle where you are proud of yourself, where you really be feeling yourself, okay, and it's like they know you as that. Very prideful because of who you are, what you have, your stats. Your family also feels like you have a hard time expressing yourself, okay, expressing your emotions, how you feel. You could easily tell people off and everything, but doesn't mean you know how to like express your own emotions when it comes to like you and being, that's what it is, and being vulnerable and things like that. They feel like you have a hard time, keeping it real about how you feel, your emotions, being vulnerable. They feel like you have a hard time with that. It's how they see you. It's like trying to pull a thread through a needle with you. It's hard to pick your emotions. It's hard to get things out of you. It's how your family sees you. Your family could want you to open up, or they've tried to get you to open up, make you feel comfortable to open up, but it's like it's so hard, okay, because you have a hard time expressing yourself, expressing your emotions, or being vulnerable in some type of way. Yeah, it's like your family sees you as somebody who never shows their weakness, or they never see your weaknesses. They don't know what you're weak in. It's how some of them see you, because you have this prideful nature to you, whether you are actually prideful and that secure of yourself or not. But it's like maybe you do have like weaknesses and things, but your family sees you somebody who doesn't have any weaknesses, okay, weak points, okay, you don't show signs of weakness, okay, and it's like this is how they see you. Your family could also see you as somebody who's hard to tame, okay, so you could have like this free spirit or carefree nature, or again, you just like to be free, you like to embark on new things. It's like your family sees you as somebody who cannot be tamed, okay? Maybe they've tried to like tame you and keep you like in some type of way of being, but it's impossible with you. It's how your family sees you. You can't be tied down, you can't be tamed, okay? I heard even when it comes to your mouth, it's something about your mouth, Virgo. So, your family could see somebody with like a sharp mouth, sharp on the tongue. You could be sarcastic, even is how they see you. You could be quick-witted, okay? I feel like that's how your family sees you as well too. You always have a great comeback, okay? You're very quick with a comeback as well too. It's like you're not one of them people that later be like, I wish I said this, I wish I said that. Your family sees you as someone who will set somebody straight, set the record straight, and you will be very quick with it, okay? Like you know how to set somebody straight, put somebody in their place thoroughly and with the quickness, okay? And I'm really getting like you have family members that see you as somebody they just would not go up against or would not try, because it's like they almost know that they're gonna lose, okay? This can even be in terms of a conversation where you guys are maybe debating or talking about your point of views, your perspectives. It's like you have family members that are afraid or hesitant to challenge you, even in the midst of like debates and conversations, because it's like they don't know what you're gonna say. They don't know how because you have this quick wit. They don't know like what you're gonna say, how you're gonna say it, what the delivery is gonna be like. They just don't know what they gonna get, okay? Sometimes when it comes to conversating with you, because you have this good intellect. You're very intellectual. And some family members do see you as somebody who's loyal, okay? Somebody who is always going to be like dedicated or committed, okay, in some type of way, okay? So just remember those in the beginning when we talk about being untrustworthy, you got to remember these could be endless family members we're talking about, okay? So use your intuition, take it how it resonates. But you know, you could have some that feel like you're untrustworthy, they can't trust you. But I'm also getting you have family members here that also sees you as somebody, you know, regardless, is loyal in some type of way. Okay, you have family members that see you as somebody who is, you know, committed, dedicated. They can even see you as loyal when it comes to your work. Okay, it could even be in terms of that. Okay, but or even with them. But it is some family members that see you as somebody who's loyal. Okay, you could be loyal to work, you could be loyal to, you know, certain family members. Okay, but they do see you somebody who's committed, dedicated, and loyal to you know, whatever it is that you are into, or them, you know, the people you love, etc. Yeah, your family definitely sees you as somebody who's strong. Okay, you could be strong-willed. Okay, some of y'all are literally strong. Okay, you know, you get your vitamins in, you work out, but it's like your family sees you as somebody with willpower, with inner strength. Okay, and I'm also getting they can see you as somebody with more strengths than more weaknesses. Again, it's something about them just not being able to ever see you weak or see your weak points. Even though, you know, we all got some weak points, but it's like your family, they don't see none. They just kind of see you as somebody who's more in their strength than they are in their weakness. Heavy on your family feeling like you have a way of making them feel insecure. Okay, you really just, you know, got something to show for. You really are who you say you are or something, because your family feels like you make people in general, friends, family, you know, whoever, you have a way of making them feel insecure, especially like when your presence is around. You just have a way of making people feel insecure, making people feel less than even. Okay, I'm also getting your family could see you as somebody who doesn't have patience, or you have like a low tolerance even for weak people or people who, you know, doubt themselves and aren't secure in some type of way. I'm even getting like your family sees you as somebody who has low tolerance for people like that. Like you don't even like to have, because I'm like that myself, and I don't even have that many Virgo placements. That's funny, but it's just given like your family feels like you have low tolerance for weak people. Okay, it's like you would turn your back to people who are showing signs of weakness or insecurities or self-doubt. Okay, it's like you would turn your back to them. You don't want to be bothered with, you know, people like that. Maybe there's family members that feel like they have been in a low point in their life, and like maybe you just didn't even have the tolerance or patience to hear them out about what they're going through, and that's what made them feel like you don't have patience in a way, or you have low tolerance because maybe you were like brushing them off or telling them to like get over it, or it doesn't matter. You maybe you could have even been reinforcing positive feedback to this family member or whoever, you know, actually telling them to get over it in a good way, you know, in your eyes, you know, in a good way. You just feel like since you're not like that, you know, they shouldn't be like that. Okay, and that's kind of just how it came off to whoever this is, and that's why they just see you as somebody with low tolerance, low, you know, no patience when it comes to hearing out others people's struggles or weaknesses or things that they're going through that are making them feel, you know, low in some type of way. It's like you just feel like they need to get it together, and or don't let it get to them, or you be telling them like fuck it. Okay, and maybe they really are feeling down, or they're feeling insecure about something, or they're struggling, but it's like you're like, I don't want to hear that, get out of here with that, boss up on them or something. It's just, that's what it's just giving, like, and that's what makes your family feel like, you know, you don't have tolerance, you have low tolerance for the insecure. That's just how they see it. Okay, also getting your family can see somebody who has a lot of possibilities in life. Okay, you're not limited to just one thing or one person, one opportunity. You're just not limited to things in general. You just seem to have endless possibilities in life, and if it's not that, they just see you as somebody who thinks that way. Okay, you're someone who they see you as someone who just knows that that life has endless to offer. Okay, that the sky is the limit type shit, and that's how your family sees you. That's how they, you know, feel like you either view life or that is your life. You have endless opportunities and possibilities. Your family could see you as somebody who's like always putting on a show, okay? Or that you are the show. I was getting something like that. Like you could just be, again, something about your energy. Maybe when you come through, you have big energy and your family sees you as that. Like you are the one who comes in the room and it's like all eyes are on you. You are the show because it's like everybody's watching you. I'm just getting like when you come in the room, it just gives main character. Everybody's watching you, looking at you, intrigued by you, okay? And it just gives like, yes, your family does see somebody who's like the main character. They can even see you as like the main character in the family, okay? Everybody is you're everybody's maybe favorite, you're everybody go-to person. Even when it comes to them seeing you like with your friends, you just always seem like the favorite. You seem like the one everybody wants to know about, wants to know what you got going on, okay? Ooh, your family could see you as like someone who wears a mask. And I was getting it. It's like your family sees you as somebody who, again, like I said, you could be prideful and all, you could have like this big ego and everything, but your family feels like you are hiding behind that low-key, okay? Like you really aren't who you say you are, okay? Some of you guys, that's just how your family sees you, like that you could be wearing a mask or you could just be faking it, not being authentic sometimes, okay? It's how your family sees you. Your family could feel like you maybe did some fraudulent things to get the things that you got in life, okay? So you have some family members thinking that you out here getting it the dirty way, or you're doing things under the table type of things to get what you want because of how your lifestyle is. Not even gonna lie, Virgo, I'm getting like you got some jealous family members, low-key. They jealous, or they really just feel like again, a failure in your energy. And it just comes off like they are a little bitter that you are who you are, or you got the type of lifestyle, the opportunities that you got. And some of them could genuinely feel this way. They just feel like you're doing something else to get your money, okay? Like in a bad way, in a weird way, in a scamming way, in a whole way, okay? Take it how it resonates. But you do have some that could genuinely feel like that. But I am getting like some of them are just jealous family members, that's all, that see you as somebody who be doing under the table things to get that lifestyle that you have got. They think that you have done fraudulent things to succeed in life, okay? So that's definitely giving like a jealous family member, or a family member that doesn't want to give you your credit, you know. But take it how it resonates. I don't know the situation, but that is how they're seeing you. They see you as somebody who's always like partnering up, collaborating with companies or other people, okay? They can see you as somebody who is a great team player, okay? You do good in teamwork, okay? But it's like you're always partnered up, collaborating with a company. Maybe they see you as somebody who's always getting brand deals, okay? So some of you guys, you can work like in the public eye. You have model like features where, you know, you're being constantly like scouted and asked to be sponsored, okay, for companies because your looks, or again what you have. Public eye or not though, you just could know people in big places, or you know people, or you just know people that know people, and like you get a lot of brand deals, or you get a lot of people that want to partner up with you to make something happen, okay? It's something about your family seeing you as somebody who don't have like the realest relationships, or you know, especially like love relationships. It's like your family sees you as somebody who doesn't really have real relationships. Maybe your family knows that you have some fake people around you. Maybe some of your family members know that there's other fake family members around you, but it's something about your family feeling like you have a lot of fake people around you, or that you are always in fake relationships, okay? Something like that, fake friendships, okay? Somewhere something gives off to your family that, you know, you have fake relationships, or that you are faking your relationships, or that you know you have a lot of fake relationships, fake family members and people in your face or around you. Yeah, your family definitely sees you as somebody who has everything they need, okay? Again, your family sees you as somebody who's well off. They see you as somebody who isn't wanting for anything in life. You have all the material gains. Again, you could have the mental, you could have the financial, you could have the physical. It's just giving rich in all those areas, okay? But this is how your family sees you, that like you're good in life. Your family even sees you as somebody who has everything they want. Maybe they don't have everything that they could want. A lot of people don't have everything they could want, but they see you as somebody who has everything they want. Your family could also see you as somebody with a lot of friends, okay, or that you like to hang out with your friends a lot, okay. They see you as that as well too. Like you are very social, outgoing, and you are able to make friends easily, but they do feel like you are around a lot of fake people, or that you're fake in your friendship, or that you have fake friendships, something like that. I'm also getting your family can see you as somebody who's very silly, okay. You could like to play a lot, joke a lot, crack jokes. You can even have like dark humor, but your family sees you as somebody who likes to joke a lot, or have fun, or laugh a lot, or talk shit even a lot, okay. How does double confirmation on what I just said? How does Virgo's family see them? They see you as the avoidant type Virgo, okay? So they do feel like you are avoidant, okay? Maybe there's family members that try to get together with you, hang out, or talk to you. Maybe they've tried on multiple occasions, but you like found a way to make up an excuse and avoid them in some type of way. Maybe even when they come around, you find a way to exit some way. But it's like your family sees you as somebody who avoids them, or who is an avoidant in general. Even in your relationship, they can feel like you're very avoidant in your relationships. Maybe they feel like you avoid love, affection. You avoid serious things. That's what it could be too. Your family feels like you avoid the serious things, or the responsibility side of life, but you will want to play more than you. They could see you as somebody who wants to play more than be serious, or slack on responsibilities more than to stay on your responsibilities and be disciplined, okay, something like that. But others of you guys, it's just simple as you have an avoidant attachment. If you don't know what that means, look it up, educate yourself. It can even be in terms of conversations. Maybe they ask you something, you'll like go around it and then turn the conversation into something else, and they're like, oh, he or she's trying to avoid what I asked them, okay. So maybe even you try to avoid certain conversations, or you avoid answering certain things, is why they may see you this way. You can see you as somebody who is a little scary, okay. You could do scary things. Like I said, I do pick up like your family sees you as somebody who kind of throw rocks and hide their hands, okay. You kind of act like you kind of will stir something up and then act like you didn't do it nothing, or you had nothing to do with it. I'm also getting your family to see you as somebody who's anxious, okay, has anxiety in some way. You could always be nervous. They could see you as somebody who has like a anxious attachment style even, or just you have an anxious nature to you, where you're like always nervous. You could always be tapping or biting your nails, or again, even avoidant attachment kind of screams nervousness, okay. So something about your family see you as somebody who's a little nervous, a little anxious in some way. Yeah, they definitely see you as somebody who is enjoying the pleasures of life that you're able to, and it's just not anything that you're really wanting for. I'm also getting your family can see you as somebody who is a pleasure to meet or be around, or even a pleasure to be in the family, or for them to have you as a family member. They find it as a pleasure, okay. So again, there's something about you, something about your stats, your face card, the lifestyle you created for yourself. It could be your energy, okay. For some, I'm getting like you are hard to please, okay, is how your family sees you, okay. And that's what I was getting with like and that could be why you could always like novelty or like new things. It's kind of like you get tired of like the same things or something. I don't know, I'm just getting like that ties with this. And so it's like your family feels like you are hard to please. And it could be because it's like, if it's not something new or exciting, you get tired of it easily or something. But that's not really in regards to that. That's just that's what I'm kind of tying that to. But it's like your family does see you as somebody who It's hard to please, okay? And again, that's why they could feel like a failure in your energy. Maybe you have family members that be trying to please you, trying to get in good with you, but it just seems so hard. Your family could just feel like they be trying to get in, meaning as like please you, or get in by pleasing you, and it's just like you can't even be pleased either. It's hard to please you. It's how your family sees you, Virgo. This is why you could make them feel like less than or something. They feel like it's hard to please you. I'm also getting like you are the family member they just gotta come correct with, because you're not easily pleased. Or I'm even getting like, well, what I was getting at is like, I'm getting like with this too, it's like you're not even easily impressed, okay? It's how your family sees you. And this is, again, it all just ties back to what we were talking about in the beginning, but it's like your family feels like you are hard to impress. You're not easily impressed, and it's like, again, they just feel like they got to get on their shit, or they even feel like when people come around you, your friends or people you meet better be on their shit, because you are not easily impressed. It's like, can't nobody come in your energy trying to do the bare minimum or be the bare minimum or even think they are the show, because it's like you're not even impressed, okay? You won't even be impressed. It's how they see you. Your family could feel like you get around, Virgo, okay? I had got something like this for Cancer, and I kept saying sexually driven in Cancers, but it's just, and I definitely was forgetting to just say sexual. So that's what I was getting for Cancer. I feel like I'm getting this message for you guys. Your family could low-key see as somebody who's very sexual, okay? Very sexually, maybe driven even, but you not driven, I wouldn't say that, but you are very sexual, okay? You enjoy being pleased, okay? How would they notice? You just never know. Like I said, maybe it's the things you say, maybe just the stories you tell them. Maybe you got, a specific family member you got deep with, okay, where y'all were talking about your intimate life, okay? Maybe you're online and you're very open. You like to share your life experiences in that way, and it's like maybe they found out that way, but your family does see somebody who's very sexual, who enjoys being pleasured, who enjoys the pleasuring even, but you just enjoy the pleasure of sex, okay? Let's just say they see you as somebody who likes sex and you like everything about it. Your family feels like that is something you're very much into. That you could just be a little sexual, you could like, or that you like talking about that. They just see you as somebody who even talks to your girls about stuff like that, but they do see you as somebody with like a sexual nature, okay? And somebody who also could get around because of this sexual nature, okay? So I don't know if you had a lot of partners, again, or you talk about, what you do, but they do see that side of you. I'm also getting like your family sees you as somebody who could be very surface level, very superficial at times. They see somebody who, needs to open up. You don't have any depth to you. That's what it is, okay? And they just feel like everything is kind of surface level and superficial with you, and they wish you had more depth, okay? Or they just know you to not have any depth, okay? You come off more superficial, okay? So that's what I'm getting for Virgo. The 10th and the 8th could be significant months or birth dates, okay? Could be your birth date, okay? Or could be the birth month or birth dates of these family members that are viewing you this way. I'm also getting Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Gemini is also who these family members are that could be viewing you this way, okay? Whether it's in their big three or they have a lot in their chart, okay? Same for you. These signs can even be in your chart, in your big three, okay? I'm also getting the number 0 is significant, okay? So that's what I'm getting for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. This is a little bit about how your family views you. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I see you on the next one.